Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is How War Begins by Igort, who is Igor Tuveri. So this is an amazing piece of graphic journalism. If this doesn't win awards, I'm going to be shocked. But this is, he uses graphic novels, graphic storytelling, to tell the story through true testimonies that he got through telephone of the Ukrainians as Russia invaded their country in 2022. And it's like really short vignettes of like what happened. This is covering the invasion, the beginning of the war for the first it's like 3 months or so, and then of course everything you can imagine. I mean, this is an amazing piece of graphic journalism that is, I think, unflinching, truthful. Taking first person accounts. But also, going back to that, I think it's very truthful. Like it lays out, I think, a lot of what people are ignoring: war crimes, abuses, just horrible, horrible things that, let's say, people seem to have forgotten about, which I kind of want to get to a bit more later on. But it really kind of dives into like the horrors that are taking place there and what people are actually dealing with day to day, like their experiences. Now, I mean, this is of experiences years ago, so I can't imagine what it is today. And hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, but I would love to see more follow ups and the storytelling as this war progresses and goes on. But yeah, I mean, this is the raw truth. This is an amazing job and perfect example of graphic journalism that takes us into the reality of what's going on in our world and showing how comics, graphic novels can be used more to educate and highlight what's going on and the truths around us. Now, what's interesting is at the end, as Igor mentions and kind of has like some thoughts afterwards that he thinks that Vladimir Putin's kind of hoping that the world will forget, as he puts, the world won't forget. And I was like, I actually think the world has forgotten. They've moved on. Unfortunately, we see that in arguments day to day about just simple funding and support for the Ukrainian government. We see people up in arms and protesting, what's going on in Gaza and on a scale. Things I think are greater in Ukraine, and we didn't see this same sort of protesting. Talks about genocide. Igor, I think, actually does a really great job of laying out that this is genocide. This is an attempt for mass extermination of the Ukrainian people. There are direct quotes from Russian television and soldiers that back that up. That this is an attempt to just erase a people and take over a nation, most likely for its resources and what it can give to the Russian Empire. So yeah, I mean, he talks about the memories of what elephants or rats, I think, or goldfish or elephant. And unfortunately, I think the world is a bit more goldfish. But with works like this, we will have truths and memories of an elephant out there. It's an interesting piece. It's a rough read. It's very tough to read. There is discussions of rape, torture, mutilation, just horrors and horrors of war on a massive scale, and dehumanization of the people, both committing and having on the receiving end of these things. It talks a little about the brainwashing and how soldiers can easily commit these sort of things, and all part of the propaganda that's out there. But also, I think that what Igor does is actually fantastic in that he dives into some of the history of Ukraine and where some things are coming from, and shows not everything is as clean as I would say the Western propaganda makes it out to. Like there are some nasty spots in their history, both past and present. So I think it's a very interesting, honest graphic novel, piece of graphic journalism, and I highly recommend it. If you want to know what's going on there from firsthand accounts, this is absolutely fantastic. It's done in kind of a mix of journals, of graphic storytelling, of actual, comic, panels. And it's just beautifully put together and almost hauntingly put together. And yeah, like I highly recommend it. This is if you want to know what's going on in the world, I think this is a great introduction in the war and what occurred there. So, or what is occurring there. So check it out. It is out in shops. We got a link where you can get your own, put in your zip code, and tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase. There'll be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. Just watching our videos, support us as always, so thank you for that. If you are into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.